You'll smile once more, my child. That is more than just a title. It is a promise I am making to you right now. You may have forgotten what joy feels like. The weight of life, the wounds no one else sees, the silence of your suffering and the light in your eyes. But I have not forgotten you. I have come to speak directly to the part of you that still hurts, longs and hopes for more. And what I am about to say will change the atmosphere around you. Do not treat this as just another video. It is a divine appointment. This is me, your God, interrupting your day because your heart cannot afford to miss this moment. What you are about to hear contains the breath of healing, the oil of restoration, and the power to awaken joy that has been buried for too long. If you click away too soon, you will miss the very answer you have been praying for in secret. If you stop listening, you will leave just before the chains break and your smile starts to emerge again. Therefore, I command you to stay. Stay until the weight is lifted, until the tears turn, until the fire within you is reignited. You need this. You have cried for this, and I have come to fulfill it. Stay until the end, because the promise I have placed over your life is waiting to be fulfilled, my love. Now lean in and let my voice be the only sound your heart hears. Calm your soul, breathe, and sense my presence getting closer. Like the warmth of sunlight streaming in through your window after a rainy night. I've witnessed what others missed. I have seen you go to sleep with your eyes burning from tears and your heart heavy. You have wondered if I notice, if I care, if I remember the weight you carry silently, and I tell you that I do. I have watched every tear fall down your cheek. I have caught each one as it fell, treasured it, and held it as testimony that you are deeply and unwaveringly loved. Come to me with that pain and don't hide your sadness behind a smile any longer. You are not invisible to me. You have never been invisible to me, even when you felt unseen. I was leaning closer when you broke apart behind the scenes. I was gathering every shattered piece. I am drawn to the parts of you that hurt the most, and I am not repulsed by them. I am the one who kneels next to you in the dark and whispers that I am still here, not some far-off observer. You weren't designed to bear sadness alone. Therefore, I am the healer of the unseen wound and the comforter of the weary. Lift your eyes and allow me to carry what you cannot hold in your trembling hands. Open your palms and surrender what you've been too scared to relinquish. I am the God who watches over you when no one else is looking. Come, rest your heart against mine. Let your tears fall freely in my presence, for here they are not weakness, they are sacred offerings. I receive them with reverence. Do not believe the lie that I am unmoved. My child, your tears move me deeply. I am not a God of indifference. I am the Father who runs to the cry of his child. I was with you in the hallway when you collapsed in silence. I stood beside you when grief filled the room like smoke. I was there when no one came, when no one called, when you sat alone and whispered, "God, do you see me?" Yes, I see you. I have always seen you. Let me prove it. Let me wrap my arms around your sorrow. Let me transform the grief into something beautiful in its time. You were never abandoned. Not one of your tears has been wasted. They have watered the soil of tomorrow with joy. And though you don't feel it yet, though the pain still lingers, I tell you with the fullness of my authority, healing is on the move. Light is rising. Hope is awakening. I have not forgotten you. I had carved your name upon the palm of my hand. I have whispered it into eternity. I am here, closer than breath, with eyes that never look away. Now breathe deeply. Lift your head. Let me wipe your tears and remind you who you are. You are mine, seen, known, and fiercely loved. And your story, yes, even this part, will not end in sorrow. It will end in glory. My child, listen to me. I am the God who weaves beauty from ashes and declares endings only when purpose has been fulfilled. The ache you carry, the wounds that pulse beneath your daily strength, the sorrow that visits uninvited, I've witnessed it all and I know them all. I have heard the lies that say, this is who you are now, this is forever. But I, the Lord your God, interrupt that voice with something greater. I tell you, pain is a chapter, not your end. It may have shaped your nights, but it will not shape your future. It may have echoed in your silence, but it will not echo in your eternity. You must believe me when I say, I never waste pain. What was meant to break you will be rebuilt. What the enemy forged as a weapon will become the very thing I use to raise you higher. Stop and look again. Beneath the grief I am planting purpose. Under the weight I am growing resilience. In the fire I am refining gold. Do not hate the process. Do not curse the waiting. The hurt you experience has a limit, but the strength I'm building within you will endure all of life's challenges. I'm writing a fresh chapter by hand. I haven't given up or handed the pen to agony. The story of suffering of which I remain the author, what must fall and what will remain, is still decided by the finisher. You do not see everything yet, but I do. I see the completed work while you stand in the middle of it, the joy that lies ahead while you sit in the shadows. And I assure you with all the might of heaven behind my voice, this will not end the way the enemy plans. It will not end in defeat. You will not stay here. So, dear one, get up, remove the dust from your soul and refuse to let suffering become your name or your legacy. Raise your gaze and focus it on me. I am your deliverer, redeemer, and defender. I declare resurrection over all places that feel hopeless, and renewal over all places that feel numb. Time is restored by me. I write endings and redeem loss. You are a vessel of my glory, and the valley you traverse will now be a place of revitalizing springs. Allow me to draw you into the next section of the story, to breathe courage back into your lungs and to transform the pages soaked in sorrow into psalms of triumph. You might not see it, but I'm moving forward, and I promise the suffering you've gone through will serve as the witness that awakens others. Heaven is not still, hidden behind the curtain of silence or all you cannot comprehend. Even if you might not hear footsteps or feel the wind blowing through your spirit, that stillness is not absence. It is preparation. It is divine craftsmanship. It is not delay. In the shadows where your eyes fail to see, I send angels. I stir hearts. I align moments. I move mountains in ways you cannot measure. I am the invisible hand guiding every thread of your life into alignment with divine destiny. I am never idle or distant. I am working to bless you, not to impress you. Don't think that my silence means I don't care. When you feel abandoned, I am right there. When you don't see any signs, I am laying the foundation for your miracle. I am the same God who prepared Joseph in prison, who concealed Moses for 40 years before releasing him for a purpose, who called Esther in quiet. You are not forgotten, David. You are being shaped in the fields I am preparing you for. Therefore, wait with hope rather than fear. Wait with expectation rather than despair. Elevate your faith above your emotions. Relax in my plan. Rely on my promises. Keep going even when the road ends beneath you, because I go before you. I am the voice in the emptiness, the light in the invisible, and the solution you will soon discover. All you have to do is remain near me. Take my hand. Have faith in my timing. Have faith that what is presently hidden will soon be exposed in glorious light. Heaven is not behind, heaven is ahead. I'm already where you're going. Come closer, my child. I know the path has been steep, the valley deep, and your heart weary from carrying so much. But listen to me now. Not just with your ears, but with your spirit. I have never left your side, not for a second, even when you felt abandoned by everyone else, even when your own strength failed you. I was there. I have walked every step of the valley with you. Even when the fog made it impossible for you to see me, I was still there. You may feel surrounded by shadows, but I am the light within them. You may feel pressed in on all sides, but I am the shield that holds back what could have broken you. I am not only with you, I am for you, fighting battles you never even knew existed. My rod has protected you, my staff has guided you. I have walked before you, beside you, and behind you, covering every angle, guarding every vulnerable place in your soul. Because you weren't supposed to write it alone. Let me write the next chapters of your life with my own hand dipped in my ink. Trust my timing. I'm transforming your sadness into stepping stones and failure into foundations. I, the Lord your God, declare with certainty that this is not the end of your story. Rather, it is only the turning of a sacred page. You have grieved over what slipped through your hands. Watched seasons pass, relationships fade, and opportunities vanish. You stood in the rubble of what was, clutching memories that once made your soul dance. But listen, my child, with every fiber of your being, I am the restorer of everything. I have not overlooked your losses, and I have seen every silent lament. I do not return what was lost in the same form. Instead, it returns multiplied, purified, transformed. When I restore, I do not return what was broken, I return what is whole. I do not repay you with the same, it returns better, richer, overflowing. I will return the years that the locusts have eaten. I will fill the empty rooms with laughter once more. I will cover what has been stripped from you with garments of glory. Lift your eyes and see. The time of mourning will give way to celebration because I'm rebuilding what was taken. I've collected the tears you shed over missed moments, and I will release them as joy when the time comes. The delay was never denial. Rather, it was a divine arrangement for a restoration so complete that you will say, "Only God could accomplish this." Bring me your disappointment. Bring me your resignation. Lay it down, and I will bring back what you believed was buried forever. I will bring life to dormant dreams and seeds that died in one season. I promise you, what I give you next will not only fill the void, it will overflow, it will testify. It will glorify my name throughout your life, my beloved. I am the Master Redeemer. I reclaim what was stolen. I repay what was unfairly taken. And I reframe what once seemed meaningless into holy purpose. I will bloom in the next. I waste nothing, not time, not pain, not even your mistakes. Stop struggling as though everything depends on you. Take a moment to breathe and feel this truth anchor deep within your soul. My grace is not behind you, it is chasing you. It is not earned, it is not achieved. It is a relentless, unbreakable, all-consuming gift that follows you even when you get lost. You don't need to be perfect for me to bless you. You don't need to have it all together for me to love you. You don't need to climb to get to me. I come to you. I run after you. I pursue you not with judgment but with mercy. My goodness is not slow, it is swift, resolving your past, healing your regrets, and reviving your strength for the future. It is making a way for my grace to reach you. Stop resisting what I am trying to give you. Stop believing the voice that tells you that you've messed up too much, wandered too far, or waited too long. My grace laughs at distance and disregards deterrence. It finds you in wildernesses, in failure, in hiding places, and it says, "You are still mine." It is unfair and extravagant. I lavish my favor on the unworthy, drench the humble, and crown the broken. I've decided to crown you not because you're flawless, but because you're broken and still standing. You don't need to run from your shame. Let grace take over and cover your weakness like a flood. Let it surround your insufficiency with supernatural supply. Where you fall short, I fill in. Where you stumble, I lift. Where you doubt, I declare you are worthy of it. Stand still and let grace embrace you. Let it rewrite the story you've been afraid to live again. Let it silence the accuser. Let it amplify my voice of mercy over your life. I don't bless you because of your merit. I bless you because of my love. And that love is fierce, holy, and unbreakable. Now, instead of looking over your shoulder in fear, look with faith. Because goodness and mercy will undoubtedly follow you throughout your life. Grace is pursuing you. Let it catch you. You've been walking through the storm, soaked in questions. At times, you've carried your strength like a threadbare garment, barely covering your hope. But here you are, still breathing, still rising, still choosing to believe. You may not see it, but I do. I see the warrior in you. I see the fight that won't die. And I tell you now, with divine certainty, you are stronger than you think you are. Strength isn't always loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, "I'll try again tomorrow." Sometimes it stands trembling, but it stands. You've mistaken exhaustion for failure, but I see perseverance. You've measured yourself by what you lack, but I measure you by what you've overcome. You've walked through fire and refused to let it consume you. I am not a coach far away shouting orders. I am the power within you. I am the force behind your next breath, the fire that will not go out. So rise again, not because you feel strong, but because I am your strength. Face the day with my energy, not your own. That is strength, my child, resilience born of grace. Let me remind you, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you run out, when you collapse, I carry you. You were never meant to fight alone. What you feel does not define who you are. You will not break under pressure. You will not bend under burden. You will walk through this and beyond with your head held high. And when people ask how you did it, you will point to me and say, "It wasn't me. You were the one." You are not failing. You are rising. You are not weak. You are held by the Almighty. Stop waiting until you feel brave. Courage is already inside you. You carry the Spirit of the living God. You are clothed in eternal strength, wrapped in divine endurance, sealed with supernatural fire. You are not weak. I am the potter, and I have not put you down. I have not grown weary of molding you. You are not a forgotten project or an abandoned plan. You are a work of art in motion. I am still creating the details. I work in seasons. And this one, despite its quietness, is full of change. Let go of the deadlines you've clung to. Let go of the pressure to prove yourself. You are not behind schedule. You are on time in my process. What seems like a delay is actually refinement. I am etching depth into your spirit, establishing endurance in your soul and stretching your faith. I have reserved victories you haven't imagined, miracles you haven't prayed for, breakthroughs that will leave you undone. I'm still painting the canvas, still writing the script, and the next scenes will make sense of every struggle. Don't disqualify yourself because of past choices. I've already factored in your flaws, and my grace covers everything you may need. You haven't seen your best days yet. You haven't fought your greatest battle. You haven't stood in your highest calling. You have faltered, but I've never stopped moving forward with you. I will complete what I started and bring all I've said to completion throughout your life. I entered it with you. I am the fourth man in the flames. I am the one standing next to you in the furnace, ensuring that the only thing that burns away are the chains. Please allow this truth to serve as your anchor. I refine gold using heat. I do not refine what is not valuable to us. If I have allowed fire to occur, it indicates that there is something valuable within you that is worth revealing. The shaking is not meant to scatter you, but rather to separate what is transient from what is permanent. Your faith will not be weak, rather it will be fierce. It will be rooted in revelation. It will not be borrowed, it will be yours, built through every tear and every trial. I know it hurts. I know the cost is high. But you are not being broken. You are being built. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. The fire is what will carry you into your future. Do not flee from this moment. Do not curse the process. Let me finish what I started. When you emerge, you will be unstoppable, unshaken, and undeniably mine. Your faith is not failing, it is refining your mind. And what is born from this fire will shake nations. Oh, beloved, the fire is refining you, not rejecting you. Don't misread this. I am taking away what you no longer need so that you can carry what I am about to give you. You cannot enter the next without letting go of the last. I need you to stay put, because if you leave now, you might never realize how close you are to breaking through. I have so much more to pour into your spirit, but if you leave now, it would be a betrayal of the crown I am preparing for your head. I saw when your heart broke. I stood beside you. I saw when love left, when trust was shattered, when you held your chest in silence, wondering if you would ever feel whole again. I saw the moments when you stopped believing that love was for you. You've wondered if I'm too much or not enough, the way you've hidden your heart behind barriers of survival. But listen, my love will find you again. It's not the kind of love that uses wounds or fades. I'm talking about a love that mirrors mine, whole, healing, holy. You weren't meant to just exist. You were meant to be embraced, whether it's Jerry or someone you choose. I know how much you love, and I know how carefully you give, and I can assure you the love you gave up in vain wasn't wasted. I won't break the myth that love is dangerous, because when it flows from me, it heals more than it hurts. I'll bring love back into your life in a pure, safe, and strong way. Not to complete you, because I've already made you whole, but to complement the beauty I've been creating in you all along. I'll restore it, redeem it, return it multiplied. Don't shut your heart forever. Don't lock yourself away emotionally. Let me teach you to trust again. You haven't missed your moment. I am preparing someone who will love you as I do, patiently, fiercely. And when they arrive, you'll know this is the love heaven promised. Lift your eyes, open your heart. Let hope breathe again. I am the God who restores, and I declare over you, love will find you again. You radiate joy that is now obscured by shadows of fatigue. I am aware of the times you've smiled for other people, but not from the bottom of your heart. And the times you've cried by yourself, wondering if happiness will ever return. But listen to me now, because I am speaking truth as well as hope. You will smile again, not the forced smile of endurance or the practiced grin of survival, but the deep, soul-born joy that emerges unexpectedly, appearing on your face like sunlight after a storm. That smile is not lost. It is still there, waiting to return in fullness and glory, because I am reviving the well springs of joy within you. You have endured the night, but morning is approaching. You have tasted bitterness, but sweetness is on the way. I am turning the sorrow around, lifting the burden and substituting dancing for your mourning. Someday you will not only survive this, but you will come out singing, laughing radiantly. Let me lift your chin, brush the sorrow from your cheeks, and bring back the light into your spirit. I am doing something new within you. I haven't forgotten your joy. It's part of your inheritance. I won't let your story end in sorrow. I am the God who transforms tragedy into triumph and tears into testimonies. Soon, laughter will accompany you. You will see grace where there used to be grief. You will find yourself smiling again, not because everything is perfect, but because I am present. Let me be the reason you laugh again. Let me be the spark that ignites lightness where heaviness has lingered. It still hurts to breathe in my presence, but remember, the joy is returning, rising again. It is real, it is holy, and it is almost here. You will smile again, my child, and this time your smile will have the strength of someone who made it through hell and still found heaven. If you also want to help me in spreading God's message to the whole world, then please subscribe my channel. In Jesus' name, amen.